Hello, hello. Hey, feeling to get on here and share from my heart. You know, we are all at different places on the path of life. And for over 20 years, I have taught this life story writing and in more recent years, self-discovery writing. And what I see in every human that I interact with is that we have different perspectives, different paths, unique ways of learning. And we all experience challenges, hard things, loss, pain, questions. When we make a mistake, we can create our own pain, but lots of times pain just comes from living life. And I call those times of questions or pain or uncertainty the gaps. And there literally is a gift in the gap. The gift in the gap is, I just turned my captions on here, maybe that'll help you. But I'm sitting in the park at my apartment complex in Mesa, Arizona, where I am serving a full-time mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And the perspectives I share here are my own personal perspectives and learning. And speaking of gaps, we can all experience faith gaps. And I actually left the faith and really left my belief in Jesus Christ for about 14 years. And I would say that the biggest gift in the gap of my faith was the perspectives that I've gained. The perspectives from seeing other sides of the story, other people's views of life. And I'm really, really grateful for that. I love people. I love working with and learning from people. My gift is to guide people in seeing the learning in their gaps, seeing the gift of learning and understanding in their gaps. You know, often we can talk about in our religion, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we can talk about the straight and narrow path. And to me, I think sometimes we misunderstand what that is. And for me personally, that straight and narrow path is when I am aligned. I am really aligned with the Holy Spirit and receiving revelation. And I think there's often times that we aren't perfectly aligned in that straight and narrow way. We might be on one edge or the other. One edge being more that we're judgmental or critical of others. And the other edge maybe thinking that, you know, these commandments don't really matter. And so I think it's so important that we are cognizant of that. There's variables in our understanding and our perspective because we're human. And we are all striving for perfection, but that's never going to happen in this life. The only human who lived that was perfect was Jesus Christ. And I'm so grateful for his resurrection and this time of year that we get to remember his life and his example. Such a wonderful, exquisite example of love and obedience to the Father. And his purpose is in helping us to remember who we are as divine sons and daughters of God. And in that remembering, we're learning, we're constantly learning. And you know, there's this spectrum of learning and understanding, and we're all at different places. Some are further ahead in one way than others. Others may be further ahead in something and it's taking them a long time to learn in one area, but they have excelled in some other area. Like maybe they've excelled in athletics or discipline in that way, but maybe they haven't excelled in understanding and compassion for other people. And so after my workout this morning, I really just felt that I wanted to get on here and kind of let you know where I'm at and where I'm coming from as I share these videos and posts. I'm coming from a place of love and also sharing my understanding of the importance that each one of us can see the learning in our gaps. It is so valuable and encouraging when we can see not just our gaps of pain or misunderstanding or troubles, personal troubles and trials as scars and wounds, but when we can learn to see them as real gifts in our learning After all, that's why we're here, to learn from our own experience. And therefore we can have compassion and hopefully increased love for each other and patience. That's harder for me, patience with myself and with others who have different perspectives. So I'm always learning. And I just want to share this thought with you today. Hopefully it is encouraging that you are learning where you're at and you're on your own unique path. And we get into a danger zone when we want to compare our path with someone else who might be ahead or behind us in certain ways. And remember, that straight and narrow path talked about in the Book of Mormon, in, this all holding on to the iron rod, pursuing our way to the tree of life, the fruit of that tree, which is the love of Christ, that pure love of Christ. That is going to take us a lot of weaving on the path as we experience life, because none of us here have a perfect understanding as Jesus Christ does. So I love you all. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you later.